In this video, we'll be talking about some of the angles in a triangle and writing equations to solve for certain variables and angles. The rule itself says the sum of the angles inside a triangle always equals 180 degrees. Let's explore this fact. I have a triangle and the angles are labeled alpha, beta, gamma. If I trace this triangle, so let's say I make a copy of it, and I take these angles, make sure I have them labeled, and just cut them up. You can try that by drawing any random triangle and then just tear out the angles or cut them up. And then what you do is put them side by side, connecting that vertex and connecting those angles. And what we see is a straight line shaping up. And that is 180 degrees, which is a straight angle. Or I can even put them in order. Alpha, beta, gamma. And here I'll use this straight right here, straight line, to line it up so you can see that everything is going to line up perfectly. So if I take any triangle, cut out those corners, let's say, and line them up, connecting vertex to vertex to vertex, they will always line up in a straight line. The triangles create a straight line, which is 180 degrees. So therefore the rule, and there is another way to prove it, but you'll get higher in geometry and learn more steps in order to do so. But this is a quick visual. It's not the proof, but it's a nice visual interpretation that the sum of the angles inside a triangle always equal 180 degrees. So I'm going to glue those up here. And for example, if I have to solve for the value of x in the triangle, given the angles, I use the rule. The sum of the angles inside a triangle always equals 180 degrees. And that rule creates an equation. That equation allows us to solve for x. So I can say x plus 84 and plus 43, the sum of the angles, equals 180 degrees. Then we solve, combine the like terms. So I have x plus 84 plus 43 is 127. Subtract that 127. And the x value will be 53. So let's say here 53. It's always good to check that the sum of the angles, so 53 plus 84 plus 43, let's see, does that really add up to 180 degrees? So we have 53 plus 84 plus 43 equals 180 degrees. So we solved for x correctly. And let's see some more examples, complicating things slowly. So for each problem, we'll set up an equation and then solve for the missing variable and find all the angle measures in the triangle. So I'll do this left side, you do the right side, then we'll see in class and check the answers. Starting simple, I have the angle C, which I don't know. I have the angle 25, given 25 degrees, and I have this angle that it's 90 degrees given by the square. So every time I see that square, I automatically put 90. To write an equation, we use the rule. The sum of the angles inside a triangle always equals 180 degrees. That is the rule that needs to be applied. After that, we solve. C plus 90 and 25 we combine. Subtract 115. And that will be the value of that C, 65 degrees. Double check. 65 plus 90 plus 25. Does that equal 180 degrees? Let's see. 65 plus 90 plus 25. Exactly 180. In the next example, I have more variables. So I have 4x, one of the angles, plus 6x plus 2x. The sum of the angles inside the triangle always equals 180 degrees. So I don't know any of these measures, how many degrees they are, but the expressions for each variable will add and have the equation given us the x value. All these are x terms, so we can add them up. 4 plus 6, 10 plus 2, 12x equals 180 degrees. Divide by 12. Oops, 12. And that x value will be 15. So the x value is 15. That does not mean any angle is 15 yet. We need to substitute in the x value our 15. So I have here 2 times 15 because it's 2x, which is 30. So this angle will be 30 degrees. Here we have 6x, means 6 times 15, which is 90. So this angle will be 90 degrees. And here we have 4x, which is 4 times 15, which is 60. So this angle will be 60 degrees. 60, 90, 30. Our angle values have to add up to 180 degrees. So the x value itself is 15. If the problem says solve for x, x is 15. If the problem says find all the angle measures, we have 16 plus 90 plus 30 equals exactly 180. So we found them all nice. Triangle. The sum of the angles inside the triangle always equals 180 degrees. So that gives you the equation. 38 plus x plus 2 is 180 degrees. The rule gives us the equation. Then we solve the equation to solve for x. 1x plus 1x will be 2x. 38 plus 2 will be 40. Subtract 40. Bring down to x equals 140. Divide by 2. And the x value will be 70. That x value, we go and plug in now here. X is 70. So this angle then will be 70 degrees. Here we have 70 plus 2, or x plus 2 will be 70 plus 2, which is 72 degrees. So now the three angles, 38 and 70 and 72, have to add up to 180 degrees. Let's check that. 38 plus 70 plus 72. It's exactly 180. The work is done and done correctly because the angles add up to 180 degrees. And the last one for this side, I have 3x plus 28 plus the next angle, 5x plus 52 plus the next angle, 2x minus 10 equals 180 degrees. The sum of the angles inside the triangle always equals 180 degrees. 3x plus 5x is 8 plus 2. We have 10x, combining the x values. Then we have 28 plus 52, and then minus 10, that will be 70. Subtract 70. Bring down 10x. Divide by 10. And the x value will be 11. Now using this 11 here, I have 2 times 11 minus 10. That will be 22 minus 10. That will be 12. So this angle should be 12 degrees. Let's see here. 5x plus 52. So that will be 5 times 11 plus 52. 55. 5 times 11 plus 52. That would be 107. So this angle right here should be 107 degrees. 3x plus 28 will be 3 times 11 plus 28. Substitute the x value. 33 plus 28. That will be 61. So this angle right here has to be 61 degrees. Well, let's check that fact. Is 61 with 107 with 12 all together adding up to 180 degrees? So we have 61 plus 107 plus 12 equals 180 degrees. X value is 11. Use the x value in each expression, follow the order of operations to solve. Those will be the angles. Always good idea. Add up the angles, see if they add up to 180 degrees. If they do, most likely everything is done correctly.